Hi everyone. Today we discuss the topic of chapter sericulture, methods of harvesting of mulberry. Harvesting of mulberry has two types, fruit and leaves harvesting. We study harvesting of leaves because leaves are the food of silkworm. It is possible to harvest leaves 5 to 6 times in a year. Leaves should be harvested at correct time because cocoon quality is depends on quality of leaves. If we feed larvae with good quality of leaves, then quality of cocoon is good and the production of silk has high quality and quantity. This is the photograph of harvesting of mulberry leaves or branches. Harvesting of mulberry means collection of leaves or small branches from the mulberry tree and transport these leaves or branches to the sericulture house. First method is branch or shoot cutting method. In this method, the branches are cut close to the base. One of the types of this method is collecting all the branches before budding in spring. The new shoots formed in these are utilized in another method. The collection is made during the rearing of mature silkworms in spring. In recent times, the practice of rearing on mulberry shoots throughout the year is becoming more and more popular. Next is branch cutting and shoot harvest method saves labor in picking leaves and distribution, bed cleaning and bed changing. It also minimizes the number of trays and slaves. The silkworms are fed on the floor itself, placing them on cardboard or even paper. However, a large rearing space is required in this case. The leaves remain fresh for long as they are on branches. The second method of harvesting is leaf plucking method. In this method, only the leaves are plucked from the stems and the branches. There are various types of plucking the leaves. For example, the leaves are plucked leaving behind a part of the leaf blade. In another method, the leaves are plucked close to the center of the stipule, either by finger or using leaf plucker. In the third method, leaves are plucked by hand at random. Since a large amount of leaves are required for rearing grown-up of silkworms, the third method is often adopted. Bud plucking method. In this method, all the buds, that is, young leaves, are plucked from the shoots, and this method is adopted for rearing young silkworm in summer and autumn season. This method is used for first larval periods of silkworm. Next slide. Time of harvesting. Leaves harvested in the afternoon contain comparatively less moisture and wither rapidly as compared to leaves harvested in early morning because the fact that the processes of photosynthesis and transpiration are active during the daytime. Therefore, early morning is the most suitable time for leaf harvesting. Next, preservation of leaves. Fresh leaves are more palatable and nutritious for the silkworms. Therefore, leaves for young worms should be kept in baskets lined and covered with wet cloth. Fresh leaves should be provided to silkworms because The quality of cocoon is depend on quality of leaves. There are ways to arrest the deterioration changes in the stored leaves, as their long storage results in lowering the qualitative values. The ideal condition to preserve the leaves is at temperature below 20 degrees Celsius with 90% relative humidity. Therefore, heaping up the leaves must be avoided as it leads to fermentation and the consequent degradation of chemicals within, resulting in the reduction of nutritional value and the palatability. These are the methods to preserve leaves fresh and good quality of nutrition. So thank you friends. In this lecture we study harvesting methods, preservation of leaves and time of harvesting. In next lecture we study silkworm rearing process. Thank you friends.